In the rough neighborhood of East Harbor, everyone knew one named Tony Blaze. A real giant, with a thick beard and tattoos on his arms, each telling the story of a fight. When Tony crossed the street, even the dogs would cross to the other side. Tony wasn't just a bully, he was the unwritten law of the street. They said he once hit someone so hard that the Wi-Fi modem stopped working, grinning face with sweat. But that hot summer night, after a day of fighting and a few cheap bottles of wine, Tony collapsed on the couch and fell asleep. In the morning, when the sun shone on his face, something felt different. The blanket was too short, his hair hung down to his shoulders. He stumbled to the mirror and with a loud, terrified cry, he said, "What the hell is this?" It wasn't Tony Blaze staring back. It was a woman with long hair, smooth skin, and the same tattoos, just on a completely different body. Tony blinked a few times and pinched himself. No, it wasn't a dream. She had really become someone else. When she spoke, her voice came out thin and soft. No way, this has to be some cosmic joke. At first, she was terrified, then confused, and slowly realized that everything had changed. When she stepped outside, people no longer feared her. They just stared, curious and astonished. The world was no longer the same. Her old strength no longer carried the same power. She would have to learn a new way to survive in her new body. But one night, some thugs in the alley decided to pick a fight. Tony, or now, she was walking back from the store with a shopping bag full of chips and soda. 3 bully boys shouted from behind, "Hey, pretty lady! Where do you think you're going?" Her heart raced. Once upon a time, if someone had said that, she would have knocked them out in 2 seconds. But now, with her new body, the first thought was, "Oh no! I can't run in heels," loudly crying face. The thugs started running after her. She ran, 2 hair flying in the wind, screams echoing through the alley, shoes clattering on the asphalt. At the end of the alley, the light of the old shop's lamp glowed. Uncle Jack, the old man everyone in the neighborhood respected, even Tony before the transformation. She ran straight and jumped into his arms, loudly crying face, "Uncle Jack! Save me!" Uncle Jack, sipping his tea, froze for a moment. Then, with a calm, low voice, he said, "Tony? Is that you? Well, look at you, delicate, huh?" The thugs arrived, but when they saw her in Uncle Jack's arms, they stopped in their tracks. One whispered, "Whoa, that's Uncle Jack, the old boss of the neighborhood." Uncle Jack smiled, set down his tea, and said, "Boys, haven't you learned not to mess with him or her yet?" The 3 ran off, while she remained panting in Uncle Jack's arms. He looked at her and said, "You know, Tony, you used to defend yourself with punches and kicks. Now look at you conquering the whole alley with 2 long eyelashes and a scream." She laughed and said, "Well, Uncle, every era has its own tools," smiling face with sunglasses. That night, the whole alley was buzzing with stories about the mysterious lady who took refuge in Uncle Jack's arms. And nobody knew that the lady was the famous Tony Blaze, the former king of East Harbor.